Hi there, it's Friday the 4th of April 2014 and I'm going to talk you through the trades that I've just placed today for this week's trendfollower.co.uk trade. Now, I don't know whether you saw the video of last week, but my plan was to do two trades last week. I was going to do a long trade and a short trade, and I managed to do a long trade, but I didn't manage to do a short trade. And the reason for that was that the trades that I wanted to do I was unable to place as sell orders to open on my spread platform, so I just did one trade. But this week I have done two trades, but they are both buy trades, and the first one, which I'm showing you here, is a buy of an ETF Brazil, the Lixor ETF Brazil, and you can see that it doesn't quite fit the criteria that I usually use for buys, but it's the only Brazil ETF that my spread betting platform would deal conveniently for me, and so as a result I've just gone with it, even though it doesn't quite fit the criteria. You can see that the price is rising. It hasn't hit the SMA and gone through it, but most of the other Brazilian ETFs have done that, so I'm just using this as a proxy for buying Brazil, basically. So it looks like Brazil's on the up after having had some considerable time since sort of last spring of going down. The past 12 months have not been good for the shares in Brazil, but it looks like things are on the up, and so I've bought the Brazil ETF RIOL. And my other trade is a buy. This is an American share, Centurylink. They do high-speed internet connections, and you can see that the criteria for my buy have been hit here. The weekly candle has moved up nicely through the 50 SMA, triggering a buy, and you can see that my stop is down here. And if I just make the graph a bit longer, you can see how since 09 the price rose and then sort of meandered down and up and down again. Quite good for trend trading, actually, this one, apart from a little hiccup in the middle here. So I'm hoping that that this buy will obviously continue on up, and this will be a good one that will fly, but time will tell. So I'll talk you through some of the other open positions. This is utility wise, which has been my real cracker of the week, doing very nicely. So the stop loss is ratcheting up behind it, which is very nice, and you can see how this week utility wise has done very nicely. So I'm just going to hope that's going to run and run. We shall see. Anglo American, one of my miners, again, is kind of evens and up on the week, so a little bit of progress there. So at one stage it was going to go downhill, and I thought it was going to get stopped out, but it managed to rally last week, but this week it's ticked along, and hopefully things will improve for it. So we'll see how that one goes. Equinix has just bumbled along. It's just hovering around the 50 SMA here, and the parabolic stop and reverse has swapped over, so the stop remains unchanged, and no great news on that trade. Sugar, well, you know, up, down again. It's just bumbling around, so no great shakes there. Real D has gone up a little bit this week, which is great. So, but again, hasn't moved a lot really over the past few weeks. So the stop loss has been ratcheted up, but if it doesn't get going over the next week or two, that's gonna die a death. Granger hasn't moved much on the week, but overall it's been a good performer. So hopefully that'll start to get going over the next week or two. Coffee, up, down. This week's sort of been a down week. So again, sort of just bumbling around here. No great movement. So my stop's actually somewhere down here. So we'll see how it goes. I kind of hope that it's really going to go a long way, but I might be being hopelessly optimistic. We shall see. but uranium's done okay. This was the buy week, and then it sort of rose and then it fell back down again, but now it's starting to climb again, and I've moved the stop up, and we'll see how that one ticks along. Wheat, not great, dropped back as these things often do. So rose, stimulating the buy, fell back, not by much. So I'm just going to hang in here and see how that goes. I'm not going to fiddle with it. I had a little thought about some of the trades the other week, which you probably picked up on one of the videos about whether you should stop these things out early if they drop back down, but I'm not completely convinced that's the right thing to do. What happened with this other trade that I had opened, International Tower Hill Mines, was that it did well, fell back down, and I'd actually moved the stop to the opening price, and so it fell back down this week and hit the opening price of the week it was opened and got closed out. But you know, it's a shame that happened in lots of ways, because this week it's kind of stabilized, hasn't really dropped significantly. And if I open up the graph, you can just see, you know, it just has dropped so much over the years. It's been bumbling along down at the bottom here, and I really see this as being the perfect type of curve for the sort of trading that I do. And if it just gets going gently, this would be such a great long trade to have. And what I've done actually is to reopen the position this week. So so it's going to close and opened again. So but it cost me the spread. So that was a little bit of cost, but you could say that was a bit of insurance, because obviously if it fallen right down, then I'd have lost all of my risk. But as it was, I moved the stop to a no lose stop position. But I've reopened it this week because I just think this is a trade that I really want to have running. I don't want this to get going and feel I'm not on the gravy train. So my lesson of the week to myself is, don't fiddle with the trades, just let the numbers do the work, and just follow gently on. So we've got to be patient in this game. I need to learn that. It's not something that is a great virtue of mine, being patient. So I want my trades to get going and be profitable ASAP. And actually, that's not the way it works. If I look at this position, you know, this move down, this happened over quite a long period, from the autumn of 2011 through down into the autumn of 2013. So a couple of years that took to really go down. You know, this isn't going to go up overnight, but so I need just to hang in there and not be too impatient and expect it to make money in a week or two. So this is a trade you could argue that you can open it, have a fairly wide stop. You know, it's very much a bottom here, and you know, to go much lower than that would be quite a surprise. So one could open this and just leave it, let it ratchet around, fiddle about, and then gradually crank the stop up as it starts to climb. So lesson of the week really is not to fiddle with my trades too much.